Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to the D-Pad Discourse. This edition will be for the week that started on May 25th, 2014. Alright, well, news came out that the order for the PS4 has been delayed to 2015. This wasn't that surprising to me. I knew about the order getting delayed a few weeks, or I should say months back, due to information I got. So this news wasn't surprising to me, but overall, the game is the only right now is the only PS4 exclusive that I'm really interested in, and that's true for other people too. So this news, was pretty disappointing for a lot of people, but overall, the PS4 will still be fine. Even though this put a pretty big dent in the PS4's lineup, exclusive lineup for this year, since the PS4 will still have the multiple multi-plats that will be coming out that look really good for the PS4. So the PS4 will definitely be fine, and they also, on top of that, in terms of exclusives, they have Drive Club and The Last of Us, and possibly some other PS3 remakes too. But this delay really, made the PS4's lineup kind of, iffy in terms of, quality. People were expecting a bigger lineup for this fall season for the PS4 in terms of exclusives. So this game getting pushed, pretty much messed things up a bit, since Drive Club, even though it looks like a good game and a lot of people have been saying that it's a good game, the game's hype has pretty much went down due to the constant delays in the game. And while some people are still interested in the game due to the good previews from people, other people are not really interested in the game anymore due to the delays. So that's had an effect on the PS4 lineup this year too. But overall, like I said before, the system will be fine. It has a ton of multi-plats coming out, look really good. But 2015 for the PS4 definitely looks to be much better than this year will be. Well, at least the second half of this year will be for the PS4 in terms of the big AAA exclusives. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what the PS4 will have next year, next to the order. Alright, and another big exclusive has been pushed to 2015, this time for the Xbox One. The game is Quantum Break by Remedy, and Remedy is known for taking their time making games, so this news wasn't that surprising. But it was stated in multiple articles, as well as an article on Microsoft's Xbox site, that the game will be, the game was set to be released in 2014, but now it's set for 2015. Apparently it'll be coming out around the summer of 2015. And this game looks really good. Just the way that you can pause time and just see everything in the air just stand still. It looks really good. The graphics look great too. And I'm interested in seeing how the TV integration, well, excuse me, not a TV integration, but the real life actor integration will be when it comes to the game, since it seems kind of iffy, because you're watching cutscenes as real people, but then after you're watching that, you cut straight into the game. And while that worked for certain games, most of the games that style of presentation work for are games that were kind of off the wall, kind of cheesy, I guess you could say, kind of tongue-in-cheek. Games like Skate come to mind, EA Skate come to mind, games that didn't take themselves seriously. But Quantum Break definitely is different from that. It's definitely a game that takes itself seriously, and it's going for that whole movie-like feel, really serious action, explosions, everything like that, really TV dramatic action. So it's gonna be interesting to see how well that whole real-life actor cutscenes into the game works out for Quantum Break. But it definitely looks like it's a good game, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it will be when it releases next year. Alright, well, also this week, WatchDogs was released, and WatchDogs got, it got good reviews. I would say that the reviews didn't really live up to the hype. But what does anymore, but WatchDogs got, I think on Metacritic right now it's about an 82 or so, which is still a good score. But when you, look back on the hype that the game got, especially, you know, back when it was revealed, I want to say about 2 years ago or so, during that E3, that amazing trailer. You know, that definitely, you know, seems lower than what people, you know, would have expected the game to get, well, at least back then, back in 2012 when they first saw that trailer. But overall, it's been getting good, pretty good reviews, and apparently the game has sold really well. Ubisoft has said that the game was, you know, beat a ton of records for them, so that's really good to hear, and I'm hoping that the game sold more on current gen platforms, the Xbox One and PS4, than it did on last gen platforms, because if it broke records on top of selling more on current gen consoles instead of last gen consoles, then that will push things further, so that you know, games will be made only for current gen instead of last gen, well, excuse me, instead of being cross gen. And I would like to see more of that, because I feel that games are being set back due to them being cross gen, and it's funny because that seemed to be the case for WatchDogs. The game doesn't look as great as people thought it would for the PS4 and Xbox One, and I think part of that is due to the game being made also for the 360 and PS3. So it's going to be interesting to see how the sequel to Watch Dogs is, because if the sequel to Watch Dogs is only on PC, Xbox One and PS4, then the game should look amazing and should be a really big jump up from the first Watch Dogs. Alright, and to end off this edition of the D-Pad Discourse, Mario Kart 8 was released for the Wii U, and while there hasn't been any statistics for how the game did yet, apparently the game is doing pretty well. I heard from a lot of people who work in retail stores, you know, personally and online, that the game has been selling really well. And apparently there's some stores that, you know, have sold out of copies of Mario Kart 8, at least for the day that they took the pictures. So it's good to see a Wii U game do good. I mean, I always thought that Mario Kart 8 would do well for the Wii U, because Mario Kart is such a popular franchise. But at the same time, it's a game for the Wii U, and there was, you know, some questioning about, you know, how well the game would do since it's on that system. But apparently it's selling a lot of Wii U's, at least, you know, more than what has been sold recently this year in 2014. So, you know, it's good to see that, and it's good to see that Mario Kart 8 is a pretty good game, at least from people who played it. It's got pretty good reviews, and a lot of people who've played it said it's a really fun game, so that's good to hear too. I still haven't played it yet. I'm still waiting on my copy, but it's gonna come any day now, so definitely looking forward to finally playing the game, since I'm really interested in the game. The graphics look great, the style looks great. It's probably one of the best looking games on any console. You know, even though this is a Wii U game, I still think that the game looks better than some games on the PS4 and Xbox One due to Nintendo's art style in high definition. So I'm looking forward to seeing how the game looks in person, especially for the really unique tracks. So pumped for Mario Kart 8. Alright, and that was another edition of the D-Pad Discourse. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next week. Next week will be the D-Pad Discourse before E3, so in that D-Pad Discourse, in that edition, I'll be making some E3 predictions, so hopefully you guys will be there for that. And until then, Brad Davis saying goodbye everybody, and see you next time for another edition of the D-Pad Discourse.